All right. We are live, my friends. This is Tacoma Comics. This is a Tuesday afternoon. I don't know that I'm going to be awake later tonight to do bourbon and BS, but I came back from a little semi impromptu comic book trip. And while I was doing that, had lunch with my family. The wife is now happily ensconced playing Diablo. The puppies are quiet. Shh. Kids are upstairs, either playing Minecraft or drawing or sketching or playing guitar or doing something. So I got a little time for a haul. Um, hey, Shiny, my stomach's kind of racing because I had a lot of spicy ramen. Mm, gotta love the spicy ramen, but also got a nice haul. So a little bit of this is actually from yesterday. Um, I went to where did I go yesterday? Action City Comics up in Federal Way, and actually went there to get some shoes from the DSW warehouse. My Christmas shoes, yay! Because the ones that I got did not fit. I have wide feet, so I was like talking to my wife, and she hates comic book shopping, and I don't like to make her go to comic book shops. But hey, what's up? Yeah, Knights of Old. That he is, man, nonstop talker, kind of like me. So that's kind of cool. So we I was looking at my phone. I'm like, the comic book shop that I like to go to is across the street. So she relented. We drove over it, and I went there. So they have a 50% sale on almost everything except for wall books. So again, this is Action City Comics. So if you see like a $3.95 price sticker on, this is actually $2. I have issue 1 and 2. So this is Star Wars Underworld 3 with an old school photo. It's newsstand too, but old school photo cover, not a variant. Star Wars Annual 4, which is a key of some sort. I cannot remember what, but it is a key for somebody. Annual 4. I remember Annual 2 is really good. Your store next to your old school. Very cool. Apparently I didn't have this. This is the John Tyler Christopher action figure variant to issue 31 from Jason Aaron's Star Wars run. And this is, of course, Luke in his Bespin outfit, Bespin gear. Couple 26s or maybe 126. This is from the diary of what's up, Dave? No big Seeking Nearment comics here, Dave, and I did not find your Omega Red newsstand, my friend. I looked. So this is 26. So again, $2.50. Everything half off the sticker. Again, number 10 is a key. So I can pick these up for like under $3. I will do that. My camera is lagging. Probably because the wife's playing Diablo and the kids are playing Minecraft upstairs. We supposedly upped our internet speed, but I think that doesn't always do it when you got 4. Oh, plus, maybe I should turn off Instagram on my phone. Sometimes it takes a little while. So this is my favorite though. Is I got this number 3 second printing. Yeah, Dave, I'm looking, man. Star Wars Tales 13. The place I went today was pretty cleaned out of major keys in Star Wars, at least nothing that was inexpensive. So I love this one because the original has like all this blue, and I just think this stark black background makes this stick out better. Same thing with like issue 5 and the second printing, and that Kane number 1 and the second printing. When you take out like a lot of the busy colors and just have a stark black background, it really makes the art pop a bit more. There's issue 9, First Grokkus the Hutt. So again, $2.25. I'll buy that. This is what I was talking about for 5, right? This is just really I like this a lot better rather than having the blue color in the background, right? This just makes the focus on the TIE fighter and then Luke, Leia, and Han. So I kind of like that better that way. You can make an argument for either way. This is John Tyler Christopher as well. There's his little JTC down in the corner there. So, well, I'm going to stop there because that was all one store. And then I just wanted to point out, I don't know if anybody's familiar. About a month ago, I did a round of the Need a Comic, Take a Comic box where I fill a medium size box and I just put comics that I'm done with and I send them out and I let people that are interested grab them, take any comics they want, and then put comics back and mail them to another person. So I'm going to see if I can do this correctly with a screen share. I'm over here. So I sent the box to Taylor. Gosh, I hope this works because I'm not coming back. I sent the box to NOLA Comics, who sent it to Taylor.
What is up, YouTube? How the heck are you? Hidden Gem, just saw you. Welcome again. Bandit Buzz, I'm sorry you didn't win anything, but let's be honest, you've won way too much already. Slim, good seeing you, sir. Las Cruces, howdy. So this is from NOLA Comics. I thought it was a giant AOK. I'm like, oh my goodness, he's shipping me every single issue of Sandman. That's very nice of him. I kind of cheated and opened the cover. I've not actually dug into it. What's up, Slotted Up? What's up, Gary B? This actually is not quite that, but it is pretty cool. So what this is, and I'm not going to change the title or anything, except I'm lazy, but it's from Tacoma Comics originally. What's up, old man? Yeah, don't crash the car on this. So this is a sort of like a traveling little free library, kind of. It's a if you take need a comic, take a comic, and then get a comic, kind of thing. So,
all right, and then so hopefully everybody could see that, and then from there, it went over to. Oh, did it not work? All right, let's try that again. Can you see Taylor now? Did I screw up? Can you see Taylor now?
Quite
I think it's sharing
but
now.
It is pretty cool. So what this is, and I'm not going to change the title or anything, except I'm lazy, but it's from Tacoma Comics originally. What's up, old man? Yeah, don't crash the car on this. So this is a sort of like a traveling little free library, kind of. It's a if you need a comic, take a comic, and then give a comic.
All right. So from NOLA, it went to Taylor. From Taylor, it went to DJ Links. From DJ Links, it went to Slotted Up. And from Slotted Up, it went to somebody named Chubby Pop Chaser, who just hit me up on IG today, which I thought was pretty cool. So just that whole idea. And I know that Poor Man, I sent one out about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years ago, and you got one of the first ones. I lost track of that one, and I actually lost track and forgot about this one until Chubby Pop Chaser on IG hit me up. He's like, I got this box that I think originally came from you. I'm like, oh yeah. So it's really cool for me to kind of be able to follow this box around and see what people are putting in, what people are taking out. I had some like Walking Deads I was trying to get rid of. Nobody wanted them, but Slotted Up's wife is apparently getting the entire Walking Dead run, and she grabbed those from the box. So that sort of stuff just makes me feel good. I think we need more of that in the comic book community, just sharing stuff. Yeah, you sent yours to Seawood, I remember, and then I think I lost it after like 2 more people on my last track, and I had sent 2 out at the same time 2 years ago, so that was a little bit tougher. Anyway, this shop I went to, by the way, Poor Man, had an Adam Hughes section. It wasn't that large, but it was specific, like, you know, on the little divider it said Adam Hughes. I was like, cool. So on my way home today, I stopped by Destiny City Comics, and the only thing I got was this because I like that cover, and I think this is a better condition than mine. So grab this Moon Knight #6, Bill Sienkiewicz cover, obviously. I can't remember if I have this, but I'm doing my Spawn newsstand, so I went to Half Price Books before I went to Destiny, and I got Spawn 16 newsstand. So I'm working on my newsstand run. I got the one of the Marvel Collector Corps Variants to Champions #1. Champions #1 is going to be a big book. When they finally bring Ironheart and Kamala and Miles to the small screen or the big screen, and then they follow that up with Champions, everybody's going to be kicking themselves for passing up that $2 Champions #1. They still had half-price books. I wasn't going to get this because I already have it, but I've got a Stephanie Hans pack of like seconds, I guess, stuff that I already have. And so I picked these up. This was only $5. Had been like a $10 book at one point, came down a little bit, but having these 3 Hans books to go together in my Hans box, I thought my duplicate Hans box, I thought was a good idea. So, and then the last thing I had at half price today was they had another copy of Star Wars 2. How's it going? Slotted up. I was just talking about you and the box that you sent to. I think you sent it to Chubby Pop Chase, and you got it from DJ Links. If I'm following it correctly. If not, I was just trying to figure it out. Chubby Pop Chase. I can't say that fast. And now we're trying to figure it out on Instagram because I think my list got lost or something. So anyway, thank you so much for continuing that. I really appreciate it. I think it's great seeing the different styles of collecting people have, the different ways people go around collecting stuff. It's pretty cool. All right. Ancient Comics in Burien. If you live in Washington, West Coast, you've got to see. You did send it to Old Man Collectibles. Okay. I wasn't sure. I got to go tell Chubby that. But anyway, I couldn't find a video on Old Man Collectibles site. That's why. But it's really cool because now that's gone to 6 or 7 people. That's awesome. Hey, what's up, C3? So yeah, I went into Ancient Comics. This guy talks a mile a minute, talks your head off about comics, which is great. Absolutely love him. And the second you walk in the door, he's showing you around the store. He's so proud of his store. He doesn't do new comics. He just buys old comics, buys collections, buys out stores when they close down, and then he just puts the comics out. I've seen people who have collections and put them out. They're usually partially alphabetized. This guy, everything is alphabetized and sub-alphabetized, and divisions within comics, right? Everything is perfectly alphabetized to find. And what he had is just rows and rows and rows of comics. These are 50% off. These are full price. Wall books are more expensive. There's quarter bins down there. And he's like, and I got twice as many comics upstairs. It's like, oh boy. And he actually showed me upstairs later, which is really cool. He's like, what are you looking for? And I'm like, well, I brought a list. So he's like, well, Star Wars original. He goes, Marvel Comics Presents. I probably have all of those. I'm like, I can't afford all of those. So he showed me where those were. He's like, Star Wars originals are over there. He goes, those are really hot lately. So that, I didn't put him up too much. He's very cool about like, I'm not ridiculously priced. And he wasn't ridiculously priced at all. He's like, Spawn newsstand. I don't have the newsstand separated. Let me go upstairs and look for you. Poor man, I didn't even touch the 25-cent bins. I just did not have time to get there. So I got to go back another time. But Spawn Newsstand, he went and actually picked out Spawn Newsstand for me, which was awesome, and brought them down. He gave me really good prices. He's like, let me look these up, see if there's anything special. I'm like, okay, what do you look them up on? He's like, eBay. I'm thinking, oh, God, don't charge me eBay prices. But he came in way under. So I was like, this guy knows. This guy knows. All right, so the first thing I did was actually I got these Heirs. Heir was a series written by G. Willow Wilson in kind of the latter days of Vertigo Comics for DC, and it's not the greatest comic in the world. I'm a completionist because G. Willow Wilson wrote it. She's only written like 2 series before she got on Miss Marvel. I wanted to grab it, and I wanted to and I just wanted to collect them, but I didn't want to spend money and hard to dig. He had like the entire series. I grabbed like 10 of them for $1.50 each, right? So this is from the 50% bin, so $3, $1.50. I like the artist MK Perker. Just going to show you the art on these. I love the kind of the white backgrounds and the stark contrast that he or she, I honestly don't know, does. I'll turn this around. So yeah, obviously that's an homage to that famous painting. So I was really excited to kind of get a big dent in this run. I can't wait to see G. Willow Wilson someday when cons happen again and be like, I've got the complete run of Heir, and have her look at me like, you're crazy. Just go get the trade paperback. No trade paperbacks. So yeah, this if I remember right, it started off as like some spy thing with like planes and TSA and stuff and a stewardess, but I honestly only read like the first two issues and then I don't remember much because I haven't read it in a while. This is the first time I've purchased a chunk of it in a while. But what's up, Emmy? But is pretty excited to get it. So let's see. Yeah, so this is the stewardess, or our protagonist, so to speak. A couple more here. Oh, I got a lot of these, huh? Yeah. Agu. Hey, Agu, you probably have you been to Ancient Comics up in Burien? Burien? I can't even say Burien. I've lived here 12 years. I should be able to say it now. Love this cover. Agu, I'll bet you've been to Ancient Comics. I can't believe that you live on the west side and you haven't. Let us know. How was Jeff? Is Jeff the name of the guy? If Jeff was the name of the guy, then Jeff was full of beans, as my mom would say, and really cool and really awesome. I think I have this one, but I'm a sucker for Aura Singh. If you watch Clone Wars, she's just like a freaky. Yeah, you've been there a few times. I'll bet you can get lost in there. She's just a freaky cool. I don't know if you can see. Bounty Hunter has like this spike in her head. It just sticks out of her head. Yeah, I would not want to mess with her. If she was like paid to take me out, I'd be dead. So even if I have this one, I had see, I think he talked a mile a minute. I don't think he gave me his name. And you know why? It's because you don't shake hands with people anymore these days. So like I went in there and he just started showing me around and he went upstairs to dig for comics for me and I just started diving in. So that's probably why we missed that whole like introductory thing. So anyhow, I don't know if that's out of order. So I got a few Rogue Squadrons, right? Number 3 for $1.50. Number 2 for $1.50. And then the one I think it was probably the only really decent find. I don't know, this is probably a $10 or $15 comic now. I got number 1 for $1.50. Not the first appearance Rogue Squadron, but their first solo. And then I just kind of dug this cover and dug the fact that this was took place on Tatooine, Battleground, Tatooine. There you go. Got a bunch of legacy, some minor legacy keys. 24, 23, and what were these? These were $4, so these were $2 each. So I guess I only got 2 legacies. Thought I had a bunch more. You know, it's the sort of place where you could just start. You could grab like $500 of comics without even realizing it. Luckily, I didn't. You got an Afra that I'm missing. I got another copy of Star Wars 2. He he took me upstairs and he showed me the VIP room. C3, man, it's a rabbit hole. So be careful because people will say anything Star Wars is hot these days. And it's true that people will buy and sell it, anything, and I'm guilty as anybody. Like I'll buy Empire Republic and all these one shots. Not all of them are going to mount to anything. Most of them won't. Even the ones that are listed as keys, I'll use a lot of air quotes there, won't end up being big keys because if that character doesn't drop when the first 2 shows come out, nobody's going to want that book. And then when the 3rd and 4th show comes out, it might spike up a bit. And if that character is not used, it's going to drop again. Everybody's buying stuff now, but this is, we forget when we say the word speculation. I really need, like, this light could do it all if I didn't have that light back there, that overhead light. Like, my lighting sucks. It really does. So, yeah, just be careful with Star Wars speculation. Buy the stuff that you know is good, that you know is going to get you there. I'm a sucker for this Francis Lanier cover on 18, right? This Dr. Afra and Leia. I agree with you, Emmy. I'm talking other people down from my craziness. I certainly haven't followed those strictures myself. Just putting these are not Star Wars comics. I'll show you these next. This one Oh, well, not this one. This one I just got because it was I've got 1, 2, and 3. So there's 4 now. I've got the whole set, Rivers of Chaos. And me, I'll be selling a lot of Star Wars comics. C3 on Saturday morning on Southern Comic Geeks channel. I'll be selling a lot of single issues. This one I could not believe I got for $3. It needs a little cleaning, but I can absolutely clean all that up. You can see there's just dirt along the edge. That stuff will clean up. And so, Captain, happy birthday, Captain. Gotcha. Yeah, this will clean up, and then this will be nice. And this is like an $8-10 comic. I think I said it before I saw it in StreamYard. Maybe in YouTube you got it out there first. I don't know. We'll call it a tie. Let's see what else. So this is pretty cool from Gillen's run. Just this great cover. Is that Adi Granov? I think that is. And these are all duplicates, all stuff I have. All right, and these are at $2.50. So I'm not going to complain. Much better condition than half-price books, and certainly, I don't have to worry. There's 13. Certainly, bagged and boarded, which half-price books wasn't. Anything that wasn't bagged and boarded, he bagged and boarded for me. Yeah, the original series, I'm trying to take those down. I thought this was the Age of Republic special. I don't know why I spent $2.50 on this one. I love Admiral Hondo, but I definitely didn't need this one. Again, I have it at least once. This one I did not have. I didn't even know that they went to a 3rd annual on this. So I know this went up to 40 issues. Dr. Aphra Annual 3. Can tell, I don't know, in my mind, they gave up on the art at this point. This looks more like Star Wars Adventures art than real art. No, I shouldn't say real art. Than the art would come to expect. All right. I am going to talk about spec. First, a sip of beer. I just read issue 1, 2, and 3 last night. I've had them for I don't know how long, and I've got Jody Houser's signature on 1. I just looked at my number 1, and I got to replace it because it's crinkly. Nobody's talking about this series, and it's a good series. It's not a great series. It talks about like Imperial cadets who are like a TIE fighter squadron. It's cool enough that they're talking from the other side, and some of them are thinking about defecting or they're not sure if they're doing the right thing, and there's all that stuff. Jody Houser is pretty cool. Algu, I agree with you there. Here's the thing, though. The first issue of this series has 6 new appearances. Probably the sort of new appearances that you won't ever see again. But if you come across issue 1 of TIE Fighter for $2, pick it up. That's a good spec book. And I mean spec in, I don't know that those characters are definitely going to do anything. They didn't announce a movie, or a TV show called TIE Fighter Squadron, right? So I have nothing to base that on but pure spec. So I'm not saying find TIE Fighter number 1 and spend $35 on it. I'm saying find TIE Fighter number 1 and spend $2 on it and do that 5 times. For $10, you've got a spec book that is a decent read, even if it never turns into something. I might have to cut this short to take those damn dogs out in a minute. We'll see what happens. 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. So this was the only original series one I got. Because it was cheap and looked in good condition. All of he does not have books that are like below 8085. Like his books are in good condition, except his quarter bin. But this is $4 for number 17. This was full price, or listed price. I could have bought more of original ones that I was missing, but I didn't have. I had to limit my cash. So these are the books that he went upstairs to get me, right? And so all of these newsstands, Spawn number 5, he charged me, what is that, $5 for. Newsstand. Spawn number, now this one, I would have charged me a lot more. 108. He charged me $8 for that newsstand. Anything past 100 in small newsstands are hard to find. So yeah, I was pretty stoked. $4 for 78. I mean, we're already getting into like 95, 96, and so these newsstands were 10% of the overall printing of these, or by the late 90s, even less than that. Number 72, he charged me $3 for. So I thought that was really cool. Number 66, $4. Number 44, $4. And number 36, $3. So put a nice dent in, another 5 issues of Spawn Newsstand. Nothing ridiculously priced. Last stuff I got there is I already have this, but I happen to really dig Miss Marvel, in case you didn't know. And so for $2, I picked up another copy of this USA Avengers #1. They did 50 variants of this for all 50 states. And I do have to cut this short because I can't hear the dogs. But last thing I got, and these were all like $6 or $4, so $3 or $2 and $1.50 after taking half off. I have 1, 2, and 3, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But this is Marvel Comics Presents 4 through 11. Always like that cover. So yeah, just getting a whole bunch. This is one of the many runs that I'm working on. Boom. It's a very revealing outfit there. Thigh-high boots and a leotard. Always good to fight in that. Good fighting wear. Anyway, Ancient Comics and Burien, highly suggested. Guy is a character, but really nice. Jeff is his name. Apparently, I never got his name. He's the type of guy who looks like he likes to be busy. He's like 53, 54 years old, but I thought he was like 30 until he told me when he graduated high school. He's 4 years older than me. He is just full of beans, energy, running up and down the stairs, looking for stuff, talking to me while he's in another room and the TV's on and I can't hear. And he comes back on. He's like, "What do you think?" I'm like, "I think I didn't hear a word you said because you went into another room. I didn't know you were talking to me." But like I said, great guy, a lot of fun, really helpful, good prices. He's like, "Bags suck, here, take a box." So he filled a box, which again, I thought was super cool. I will definitely go back there someday in the new year and spend a lot of time going through them bins. All right, guys, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary, everybody who's watching, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your attention to this little impromptu live. I have got to go. Enjoy your new year, and hopefully I will see you all soon. Peace. I did one of those things where I forgot to end the broadcast before I left the studio, so you probably had a black screen. This has been a really bad video with lots of black screen. Now I'm going to leave the studio. Oh, puppy. Hi, puppy. You want to see puppy? Here's a puppy. Puppy. Yay, puppy. Oh. You can hear the other puppy. The other puppy's deaf. That's why he's so loud. All right. I'll catch you all later.